What's going on YouTube? This is What Would Josh Do, and Anker has sent me a new product. If you're not into videos like this, go ahead and just turn this video off now and wait for another one to be uploaded. Hopefully I will do some things soon with my Nexus 6P. Some pretty cool updates came out and things have changed, and I want to make a video on that, but I'm working really long days and 7 days a week whenever I can, so it's not easy to make videos at the moment. But here we go. So Anker released this PowerCore Fusion 5000, and I go on a lot of road trips, and I find myself bringing every battery bank I have. And one of the things I tend to forget are my little USB cables. So I only have like one Type C and then one micro USB, and I can only charge up one battery bank at a time. And I find myself with dead battery banks, and as soon as one's fully charged, I'm unplugging it, plugging another one in. I need to just bring my little desktop charger with me and use that. But so this is a pretty cool alternative to all of that. With this one, you just plug it into the wall and it charges up. So instead of using a micro USB cable to charge up this thing, you just plug it directly into the wall. It's got a little power cable that flips out on it right here. Boom, stick it in the wall, it charges up. Press this little button to see you have 2 of the 3 little lights full on there. This little micro USB cable right here is if you need to charge it up with the micro USB cable because maybe a power outlet's not available, they're all being taken up or something, but you do have a way, like a phone charger or something, or a desktop charger from Anker, and you want to go ahead and charge it up with that. So this cable will not charge your phone. It is used to charge this up if you do not use the built-in little thing here. This is 5,000 milliamp hours. And it just has the IQ charging where it basically delivers a full maximum speed charge to your device, but it is not actually quick charging, so it won't be a rapid charge. But it will charge it up as fast as it can, so it's not going to be like a 500 milliamp hour or a slow charge by any means. In here we have some more stuff. Let's see what all is in here. We have a micro USB cable, and we have a little carrying cloth thing to put it in, which honestly I never use these, but if you do, here is one. And then the little micro USB cable to go ahead and charge this thing up. Now this is pretty convenient because I have a ton of micro USB cables everywhere, but the moment I need one, I can't find one, or I didn't bring enough of them. So I'm just going to basically plug this sucker into the wall, charge it up, unplug it, and bring it with me. And this also has pass-through charging where you can keep it plugged into the wall at all times, and you can use it as a wall charger for 2 devices. So I can use a USB-A to Type-C cable for my Nexus 6P and a USB to micro USB cable for my Note 5 and charge up both those devices. Then, if my phones aren't fully charged, I can go ahead and just unplug this from the wall and take it with me, and it's still charging up my Note 5 and Nexus 6P because it has its own little built-in battery. So I think this is definitely something to consider versus something that you have to charge up with a micro USB cable. Because like I've said a few times, every once in a while you find yourself with a shortage of those, but you hopefully do not find a shortage of an outlet. Like at work, for example, you can just plug this into the wall at work and charge up your phone while the battery in here is also charging as well because the pass-through charging. I can't leave you hanging, so let's go ahead and grab a Note 5 here and just do a quick little brief demo of this thing. So charge it up, and the little light on there is flashing, letting us know that the second bar is starting to fill in. There's 3 total, and then we're going to go ahead and grab a micro USB cable and plug this into our Note 5 here. All right, Note 5 is charging, and this will be exactly how it looks for me. These are my 2 phones I carry around. I don't have the Note 7 anymore because I returned that after all the updates that kept making it worse and worse about, you should turn your phone off now. And then plug this in, and it says charging, not charging rapidly. Like I said, it's not going to do that, but it will charge at the fastest rate possible. That's not actually quick charging. All right, so as you can see, these 2 are charging. I need to go ahead and go to work or wherever I'm going to. So let's go ahead and just unplug the power, and it does take it a second to switch over, but it looks like it switched over to the battery in there. I don't know if it would be possible to make it towards it didn't have to cut it off for a second, but it does have to cut it off for just 1 second. But you can see it automatically turned on, and both these phones are accepting a charge at the moment. and that's going at a pretty decent little speed there. So we'll go ahead and plug it back up to, we got to work, and the battery on here is almost dead, so let's go ahead and start charging it once more. And now it's charging up our phones again. It didn't seem to cut off when I did that though. So when you unplug it, it does cut off for a second to go ahead and switch it over to the built-in battery. Oh, that way you can go ahead and charge up the battery in here and your device at the same time. That's pretty cool. And that's probably why that happens. But I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. And it doesn't look like it switches over when you plug it in. So it just continues to keep charging. And now this is charging the battery in here. And this is charging your phone. Pretty cool stuff. I will have a link to this in the description below if you want to pick one of these up for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I promise there will be a different variety of videos. The Samsung Galaxy S8 is coming out, and I can get a phone through T-Mobile with a 0 down payment. And I will be upgrading one of my lines very soon, so I will probably choose the Samsung Galaxy S8 to make videos on. And I will gonna get back into rooting because that's just kind of how this channel grew up, and a lot of people wanted me to go back to that. And let's face it, my Note 5 hasn't seen an update in over a year, and I'm kind of bored at looking at the same thing over and over and over and over again. As far as my Google Nexus 6P, or if I ever do get the Google Pixel, updates come out so stinking much, like almost every month, and being rooted means you have to go back to stock, accept the update, restore all the stuff you had. It's just too much of a hassle. But luckily, Samsung phones don't see very many updates, so that's something you want to do very often. This is What Would Josh Do, and I'm out.